Hello everyone out there in the Lucksack Legion. Alex here with Lucksack Games, wishing you all an awesome day. Alright, let's get started for round 2 of this Legacy Challenge. Unfortunately, our last round finished really late, so I didn't get a chance to go run off and get ready like I intended to. And has a lot of the pieces we're looking for, but I think it's just a little bit too slow. Let's go ahead and take a mulligan. This hand, I think, is a keep. I'm going to go ahead and bottom the... Is it the Urza? I think it is the Urza. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Turn 1, Noble Hierarch. Alright, well, I'm thinking Infect. This makes me think Infect, even off of a snow-covered forest. Second Emery is obviously not the most ideal draw. Mox Opal. Shows Bauble. Lotus Petal. 1 mana Emery. Let's mill 4 cards. See if the opponent forces this Emery. That would actually be really good for us because we have second Emery. Oh, well then. Alright, would they pitch to their force? Opposition. Alright, so the opponent's playing kind of a brew here. So let's play our second Emery for the feel goods. Alright, so we milled a single Mox Opal. Not exactly the best, but we'll take it. We're going to go ahead and sack this Bauble on their turn to draw a card. Okay, so the top card of their library they're about to draw is a Leovold. We won't be drawing our card. It's unfortunate, but we won't be drawing our card. Yep. That's a Leovold. So we won't draw a card during our draw step, which is a little unfortunate, but that happens. Let's go for blue, 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 blue. Karn. Let's go ahead and wish. See what artifacts get us out of this. So we have access to a Walking Ballista. That doesn't answer Leovold very cleanly. Mystic Forge. That could be a lot of draws. Also just grab LED. That gives us a lot of mana with the Emery. Calcer's grabbing Snaring Bridge, but the opponent's going to be a deck that has lots of ways to remove Ensnaring Bridge. I think the plan is I'm going to grab Lion's Eye Diamond, cast Lion's Eye Diamond, chump block with Emery, and try to put Wormcoil into play. The other option is just drawing a card with Mishra's Bauble. That's probably fine. We're trading Karn here for a random draw, but we get to keep Emery. And I think that's okay. We're going to go ahead and Bauble now since we'd like to draw a card. Should have chose ourselves. There's a Leovold in play. Alright, well, this information is going to cost us a card. They will be drawing a Brainstorm. Should have targeted ourselves, 100%. Alright, there's an Urza. We can cast Urza next turn, if we want, using this Emery. No blocks. Draw. Seat of the Synoid. Yep. Well, now we get to just cast Urza like this. Please don't have force blue card as your last 2 cards, opponent. That'd be very, very not happy. Alright, let's go ahead and sack this for blue. Emery back. The LED. Cast the LED. And we can leave it in play, but I think I want an extra blue floating after I spin. And I want a 4/4. Mox Opal. Deal. Deal. Is the opponent going to spell pierce our Opal? That's fine. Okay. Coatl. That's fine. That's all we're doing this turn as well, opponent. We're going to keep the untapped one. We have potentially 3 mana. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. Good news is it doesn't look like the opponent has too much pressure. The bad news is the opponent does have opposition. Yep. That's an opposition. Spicy build out of the opponent. Yep. Now they're going to get in there for 4. Seems good. Alright, let's go to our turn. Alright. So if the opponent tries to tap something down like Emery, we'll use it. We can currently spin with Karn, even if they tap down our whole board, which they can't. They only have 2 taps. So let's go ahead and float. Alright, so our opponent's going to correctly try to get us here, where we have to give up the 1 mana to move to our draw step, but that's fine. Ooh, drawing LED was pretty good there. Opponent not having draw step stopped means that we just got to go immediately to our main phase, which does not seem ideal for them. Alright, let's go ahead and let's start with a spin. Let's go to our hand for blue, spin. What do we get? What do we get off our Urza? Another LED. Sure, I'll take another spin. I'll take another spin. Bunch of blue. Bring it back. Cast it again. Seems better than just a random draw, getting a random actual cast. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we're casting. Snow-covered island. Alright, well that's not the ideal. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite enough. Alright, let's go ahead and pass the turn. Swear to God we have Narsets and stuff in this deck. Swear. Alright, that thing does not have Death Touch currently. Does not. I don't think 4ing our opponent's going to do very much either though, so let's go ahead and pass the turn. Note that we don't want to draw into Echo of Aeons currently. That was a bad draw for us, yeah. Urza is now a 3/3. Urza has taken over the Elk life. Well, that's real bad for us, though. Echo of Aeons is no longer a good draw, obviously, because of Leovold. Yep. I'm guessing the opponent top decked the Oko based on their more aggressive attack last turn. Opponent lets us draw for turn. That's kind of wild. Alright. Cast Lotus Petal. Emery, target Mishra's Bauble. Sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they don't have lethal next turn. Putting us both to 1 card in hand is terrible for us. That's also fine. And draw my card now, please. Well, that's a no. Alright. Now I may cast my card, please. Alright, cool. And we have to do it now and target ourselves unless we want to give our opponent an extra card. Right. Let's draw a card. It's an Ancient Tomb. So I don't know what string we'd have to run off here, especially since we don't have our draw 7s currently enabled. And our opponent just hit a Cradle. Doesn't really do anything, but hey, they definitely did just hit it. Yeah, that cuts off even more outs. I think if the opponent just taps down our lands here, we are just dead. They're tapping down our blockers again. A little surprised since the Quaddle doesn't have Death Touch, they didn't get in with it, but I guess that's because they want to get in for more damage with Leobold. Leobold. Yep, tap him down. Sure. Probably actually better to tap down my islands, but it doesn't really... That's the most marginal difference in the world. Yeah. One of each. Like it. Love it. Alright, Chalice of the Void. I don't want to show the opponent we have that, and we are now dead. So, we're going to concede. Alright, I think we want these Mystical Disputes for sure. Leovold being countered seems real good. How good are these echoes in our opponent's Leovold? Against our opponent with Leovold? It's a real question, isn't it? It's gonna be hard to sorcery speed a lot of things. Chalice seems like it's gonna be less than ideal, especially with all the opponent's removal they're gonna be bringing in, but I think keeping that around is probably... Is it though? They showed us all the way up the... I don't think Chalice of the Void's actually gonna be that good. And if I do, I can bring in more Flusterstorms. Yeah, alright, I'm in. Yes, we'd like to play first. I'm gonna keep this. I understand why people would not keep this, but I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna slam both the baubles, but I'm probably only cracking one. So Seat, Bauble, Opal, Bauble. What are you drawing, opponent? Dryad Arbor. Alright. Let's pass the turn and see what we draw. We might crack this Bauble if we don't draw anything relevant off this draw. Echo of Aeons, definition of something not relevant. We're going to put ourselves off an additional land, but we're going to go ahead and take another peek and draw. Green Sun Zenith. Alright, the opponent's going to want to draw that one. Let's see if they do. Artifact land, see the Sonoid. Right here. Right here. See. Alright. Sometimes you're just not meant to draw the lands. Pass turn. Might be a quick game. Might be a real quick game. Sand has 6 payoffs and none of the mana. It already was a little heavy, but these 3 being our draw was especially painful. If we'd at least been able to get Narset down, then we could hope to rip like an LED to Echo, but looks like the opponent has kind of an awkward one too. Alright, we were bitching about our hand and saying it was terrible, and here's our deck saying, would you like a new hand? Alright, opponent likely has Force of Will. I just feel it. But I don't really feel like we get the option of playing around that. So, LED. Echo of Aeons. 2 floating mana. So we do get to play around Spell Pierce at least. Not against paying costs. No, stop paying costs, opponent. Change your mind. Change your mind. Alright. At least with Echo in the graveyard, though, we have a second Echo. We can be another artifact land away from wheeling. If they have Leovold, I will be conceding. Please, no Leovold, OP. What? Those lands don't cast Leovold. They do cast Rest in Peace. Wow, we've just been getting dumpstered this challenge, haven't we? Alright, let's pass the turn. See if the opponent casts a blue spell. None of these lands cast a blue spell, of note. That one might. That one might. Is this an Oko opponent? This is the one turn I want to see an Oko. Ooh, a 4-drop. Green Sun Zenith for 3. Alright, that's a Leovold. We'll call that a game. Well played, opponent. Alright, Alex here with Lucksack Games, reminding you to hit that like button if you like to see us getting dumpstered. Subscribe if you like to see us getting smashed. Follow us on Twitter if you like to see us getting destroyed. Alex here with Lucksack Games, reminding you to have an awesome day.